Today was a special day for Lars the little polar bear. He was going on a long walkabout tour with his father. On their way, Lars and his father travelled over the pack ice towards the open sea. His father showed him how to swim and dive properly.
Come on, little Lars, show me how well you've learnt to swim. Not bad, my son. You'll soon swim like a fish.
Later, in the moonlight, Lars and his father fell asleep on the ice. They had piled up heaps of snow around them to protect themselves from the cold wind. They were fast asleep. And so they didn't hear the ice crack, and they didn't notice that a piece of ice was breaking under Lars and was carrying him away. Further and further away from his dad. When Lars woke up, he was completely alone in the middle of the sea.
Daddy, where are you? Come back, Daddy!
Lars shouted desperately. The sun was burning, and it was getting warmer and warmer. And Lars' little ice floe was melting away. In the storm, he had floated far south where it's warm and everything is colourful. Lars was curious, so he jumped off his barrel and reached the land. He ran through the forest until he came to a river. Lars was terrified. He started running as fast as his paws could carry him and hid. Because he was hiding, he couldn't see Hippo's friendly face. But he was curious nevertheless, and eventually he just had to turn around. Someone who can wiggle their ears so cleverly just had to be nice, thought Lars. They looked at each other and liked each other immediately. Later, Hippo told Lars about his life on his tropical island, and especially about the butterflies. Lars told the hippo about his life in the land of snow and ice, and about his dad. And suddenly, he became very sad.
Tomorrow, my friend Orca the wandering whale is passing by here. He travels all over the world. He'll take you home.
Home, where everything is white. Oh.
Lars snuggled closely against Hippo
Daddy.
and fell asleep, absolutely exhausted. Early the next day, Orca was already swimming in the bay.
This is Lars. You have to take him home, my friend.
Goodbye, and thank you very much.
When Lars said goodbye, Hippo was very sad.
You must come again, little Lars.
Soon, it smelt of ice and snow. From a distance, Lars saw his father standing on the ice coast, and he could hardly wait to be cuddled by him.
Lars, my boy, where have you been? Oh, it's so good to have you back again.
Lars was overjoyed to be back with his father, and he had a lot to tell him about Hippo and the butterflies and how nice it was to be home. Whenever the sun was shining at the North Pole, Lars, the little polar bear, was very happy. His mum and his dad were very proud of their son, who could already make and throw snowballs.
Lars! Hey, Lars, be careful. Don't go too far. Lars, come back.
But Lars couldn't hear his mother anymore. He was already too far away, and he jumped onto the next ice floe and was very happy. It soon started snowing. Lars snapped after every flake. He jumped high into the air and landed in a snow hole. What's that? Lars was astonished.
Hello, I'm Lena, the Arctic hare. And who are you? I'm Lars, the polar bear.
Lars introduced himself. He'd never seen such funny ears before. Lena obviously liked his bear's nose. And then she ran away.
Come on, stay here. Whee!
Because of all the fun they were having, they didn't notice how heavily it had been snowing.
Dad! Mom! Where are you? Come on, Lars, don't be such a coward. Just watch me and try and copy what I'm doing.
Lars watched how Lena was digging herself into the snow. So he began to dig as well. At first, just a little bit, then a little bit more, and more. He was digging himself in very deeply, and when he turned around, he couldn't even see Lena's ears. Meanwhile, Mummy and Daddy Polar Bear were very worried.
Lars, where are you? Come back.
Lars! We're here, Lars!
But Lars couldn't hear them.
Lars! Lars!
But his parents didn't want to give up the search, and they each went looking for Lars in a different direction. Finally, the snowstorm stopped. But how should Mummy and Daddy Polar Bear find their son among the mountains of white snow? And how would little Lars find his way home through this white wilderness?
Hey, Lars, where are you going? Home. And tell me, how are you going to find your way? My mum always said I had to look for the North Star if ever I get lost, because it is exactly above our cave. But I can't see it. Of course you can't on your own. You can't even see over the next mound of snow. Come on, bend down. Can you see anything? What does your star look like? My mum said it shines brighter than all the other stars. Then it has to be this one. Yes, that is definitely the North Star. Our star.
Lars and Lena ran towards the North Star and Lars Cave as quickly as they could.
Lars! Did you hear that? That must be your mum and dad.
But Lars had already started running. His parents were very glad that Lars had found his way home again, all on his own, like a big polar bear. Whenever nothing exciting was happening at the North Pole, Lars, the little polar bear, felt bored. And when his mother wouldn't wake up when he climbed on top of her, then Lars would run away to discover new things. Soon, Lars made his first discovery. He saw another little polar bear. He laughed when he saw Lars. But before they could start becoming friends, a cheeky fish drove him away. So Lars decided to run somewhere else. Suddenly, he discovered mysterious prints in the snow. Where do they lead? He wondered. Lars, the trail finder, followed the prints, and soon he found a snow goose who, with her head in her feathers, was dreaming of little snow geese. Whoops-a-daisy! The goose had left a large white egg. Lars sniffed at it, and then pushed it so hard that it rolled over 3 times. Lars picked up the egg and carried it home.
This is a snow goose egg.
Mummy Polar Bear was worried.
It was wrong of you to pick it up and take it home. Return it at once. It has to be kept warm so that the little snow goose can hatch.
Lars ran to return the egg because he didn't want anything to happen to the baby snow goose.
Be careful, very careful.
Lars brought the egg back to the place where he'd found it. But although he looked around very carefully, he couldn't see the snow goose anywhere. Didn't his mother say, it has to be kept warm?
Hello, Lars.
It was Lena.
Come on, let's play tag. Come on, catch me, catch me.
But Lars continued sitting quietly.
What has happened to you? Did you get stuck? No, but I have to keep this egg warm. Since when do polar bears lay eggs? I have to hatch the egg because I frightened off the snow goose mother. Oh dear, you are silly and a spoil sport.
And then Lena was gone. Lars sat on the egg. And sat. And sat. And he was feeling very tired when suddenly he felt something. Lars didn't know that Mother Snow Goose was very near, and she knew that it was time for the exciting moment. The little snow goose popped out, and Lars thought she was very sweet.
Hello, Peeps. I'm Lars.
Peeps and Lars became friends immediately, and they walked around together. Suddenly, Peeps heard his mother's voice.
Come here, my baby.
Peeps couldn't be held back any longer. The mother snow goose kissed and hugged her chick as only a mother can. And when Lars saw her, he thought of his mum and started running home. The little snow goose said. And if you listened closely, you'd think that it sounded like, cheerio.
little polar bear. Stop! It's me, Lena, your best friend.
But Lars walked on and on. So Lena jumped on his back. There she was, sitting like a queen on her throne, until Lars suddenly stopped with a jolt.
Daisy. Hey, what's the matter? There, can you see it? That's the polar station where people are. Let's go away. It's dangerous there. But I want to have a look at it. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful playground.
Lars was already on his way.
Whee! Lars, wait for me. It's dangerous there. Lars! But it'll be good fun. Oh. Ow! Ouch! Oh, silly.
Lars' landing after his fall wasn't at all soft. He didn't know where he was until he heard a strange whistle. The whistling noise was coming from inside the polar station.
You'd better stay there. There are people inside.
Lena shouted after him, but Lars couldn't be stopped. He went closer and closer to the whistle.
Hello? Who is singing there? I'm Lars, the little polar bear. Hello? You! Lars, can you hear me? What's the matter? Come out of there!
But Lars couldn't hear her on his funny roundabout.
Lars, where are you?
Where was Lena's voice coming from all of a sudden? Lars turned around to find out.
Lena, where are you? Lars, please, dear Lars, answer. Lars! Here I am, Lena. But come out of your strange box. What a silly thing.
Lars was looking everywhere for an opening so that he could get Lena out. But she was only an image on a television screen, as she was being filmed by a camera from outside. Lena was very worried about Lars, and she decided to climb onto the roof of the building where she'd last seen him. Lars couldn't find Lena, and now he couldn't hear her either.
Oh, man, I hope he doesn't see me.
Lars hid quickly. The man placed his strange instrument on the table, looked at the television screens, and turned the camera until finally he had Lena in the picture.
Strange. An Arctic hare in front of the air vent? It'll have to be moved from there.
The man hurried outside. Lars ran to the door as fast as he could. Lena was still standing on the roof, looking for him. She leant down as far as she could into the air vent.
Lars!
Lars was frightened when he realized what was happening. I have to help Lena, he thought. Maybe if I could climb the ladder. He couldn't do anything more from down there. He looked up fearfully to his friend because the man was getting closer and closer.
Lena, be careful!
Lena turned around and saw the big man who wanted to catch her.
That was close.
At last, Lena reached Lars.
Let's get out of here fast.
And the man watched them dumbfounded until they disappeared from sight into the ice and snow, where everything is white. days when the water was sparkling, Lars the little polar bear loved to go swimming. When he was swimming, he forgot everything around him. And that's why he didn't notice the big ship which sailed into the bay that day. By now, Lars swam almost as well as a fish, even underwater. "Hi, little fish. Won't you play with me?" Lars thought. "Not so fast, little fish," Lars wanted to say while underwater. And the little fish swam back to his friends. "Where are you, little fish?" Lars thought. But the little fish had swum away with lots of other fish. Suddenly, something covered Lars and he couldn't move anymore. Lars was trapped in a net. He was pulled up, and along with 1,000 other little fish, he was dropped in the hold of the ship. Lars straightened up. Suddenly, he noticed a hatch and saw a ladder that was leading up to it. Oh, that was fortunate, because his mum always told him to watch for people. Then he saw a porthole.
Oh dear, how can I get out of here?
Outside, Lars could see his icebergs near his home. But they were far, far away, because Lars was still in the bottom of the ship. He had to be careful. It was Nemo, the ship's cat. Nemo wasn't afraid of the seaman's heavy boots. He'd been on board the ship for a long time. When Lars was brave enough to crawl out of his hiding place, Nemo became curious.
Who on earth are you? It's a stowaway, isn't it? Come on, talk to me. What do you want here?
I'm not a stowaway. I'm Lars, the little polar bear. I only wanted to get out of here.
Yes, don't worry, you coward. I was only joking.
The ship's cat seemed quite friendly.
My name's Nemo. We sailors are rough but hearty. Quick, while the coast's clear.
Nemo walked in front of Lars.
Here's the exit. We have to hurry. The ship's sailing soon.
Sailing? What is sailing?
Lars panted excitedly.
Come on, men! Weigh the anchor and full steam ahead!
The captain was on the bridge, shouting out his orders.
Did you hear that? They weigh the anchor soon. Faster! Here we are. You've nearly made it.
I'm far too high up. How shall I get down?
We must hurry to the anchor chain. Come on! Faster! Faster! Oh, we're nearly there. Now just climb down the chain into the water. That should be a piece of cake for you.
Lars climbed down the anchor chain, first very slowly, then faster and faster.
It's too late! They're sailing! You'll have to jump, Lars!
But it's so high!
Jump, Lars! You have to jump!
Lars made an enormous leap into the sea. He'd never jumped from such a height before.
Goodbye, Lars! Don't forget me!
Lars shook the water off his fur and watched the big ship starting its voyage on the sea. Lars, the little polar bear, and Peeps, the snow goose, were lying around doing nothing. Then Lena bounced along.
Hello, Lazybones. Come on, let's play hide and seek. Hide and seek? Oh, yes. Lars covers his eyes and we hide.
Peeps shouted excitedly and jumped onto Lars' back.
Cover my eyes. All right.
Lars started counting quietly to himself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lena and Peeps started running, and within seconds they were far away.
Where shall we hide?
Peeps was quite out of breath.
Wait and see. I know a good hiding place.
She ran towards a cage, and with a jump, they were in it. As Lena and Peeps were only concentrating on Lars and how to make it impossible for him to find them, they didn't notice the door closing shut.
80, 90, 100. I'm coming! Lena, Peeps!
Where could they be? Thought Lars, and started to look for them.
Strange, I can't open the door. Lars! Lars, come and help us!
Lars couldn't hear them. He was still too far away. He looked everywhere for his friends, but he could see no sign of Lena and Peeps.
What shall we do? Lars can't hear us. We will never get out of here on our own. Stop crying. We will get out of here. Look. Hooray! I made it. I'll go and get Lars. Don't leave me alone. Please come back as quickly as you can. Don't be scared, Lena. Beep, beep. Lars! Lars!
Lars crossed an ice bridge and jumped down the hill until he finally found rabbit prints.
Lena! Lena! That's Lena with Peeps. Now I've got them.
He was following the prints as fast as his polar bear paws could carry him, and suddenly he could hear something very, very quiet.
Lars! 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 Lars!
Now I can get Peeps, Lars thought, and hid.
Stop! Snow police! I've got you! Help, Lars, help! You've got to help us! Come quick! Lena is stuck in a cage and can't get out! Come on, Lars! What? Lena's trapped in a cage. Come on then, quick!
In the meantime, Lena became more and more upset. But Lars and Peeps were already following the footprints.
Lena! 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 Lena!
Lars had to move quickly as the dogs had already smelt her.
Thank God you're here. Lars, you have to pull the strap. Oh, I can't. It doesn't work. The door is stuck. Come on. Come on. Now together. Careful. Now. Pull, Lars. I've nearly got it. Yes! Come on, quick, Lena, run! The dogs! Where to? To the ice channel. They can't follow us there.
The hungry dogs came closer and closer. At the last minute, they reached the safety of the ice floe.
Are they following us? No, they don't dare go in the cold water. Bad luck, you silly mutts!
And Lars took Lena and Peeps safely over the ice channel to their homes. One day, Lars' parents were so ill that they couldn't come out of their cave.
Only the honey medicine from the woods can help us now. You must go to Uncle Brown Bear and get some for us. I am too weak to go, and I'm very worried about your father. Don't worry, Mummy. I'll be back as quickly as I can. But how do I get to the woods? You must go over the ice mountains to the edge of the snow and then across the river.
Proud of his important mission, but also a bit frightened, Lars went on his way. Carefully, he checked at the edge of the snow whether the thawing earth could take his weight. Now across the river, thought Lars. The river was raging and deep, but Lars summoned up all his might and leapt.
Help me! Help! Mummy, help me!
Just in time, Lars managed to climb onto what appeared to be a fallen tree. Made it. Completely worn out, he looked for a place to rest. He fell asleep straight away and dreamt about his parents.
You can do it, my little Lars. We need the medicine. Yes, Mummy. I will soon be back with you. Yes, Mummy. I will soon be back with you. What rubbish! You don't know where you are anymore, Paleface. Dear tree, please don't hurt me. I have to get that medicine. Medicine? I am a great medicine man, son of the old Bear Eyes. And I'm certainly no tree. Look here, it's only a mask. What? Only a mask? Honestly? Yes, and without a mask, I'm only a little bear like you. Hello, I'm Lars Polar Bear, and I've come here to get some honey medicine for my mummy and daddy. Honey medicine? I can help you there. Come.
My honey medicine will quickly help your parents without fail.
Daddy Brown Bear hung a bag made of leaves containing the medicine around Lars' neck.
It's heavy. Brownie will go with you and help you carry it.
And so Brownie and Lars set off on their return journey. For some of the way, Lars carried the bag. And when he became tired, Brownie took over.
He must come soon. Lars, my darling Lars, come quickly. Oh dear, we forgot to bring something to drink with us. It doesn't matter. This is ice. You must lick it, then your thirst will go away.
And for the first time in his life, Brownie tried an ice lolly.
It's good. We should have something similar in the woods with a honey flavour. That would be great.
Refreshed, Lars and Brownie set off on the last leg of their long journey.
Mummy! Daddy! I'm back, and I've got your medicine. Here, Mummy, take the honey medicine and you'll soon be better again. Oh, Lars, I knew you'd do it.
And later on, as Lars and Brownie parted at the edge of the snow, they promised that they'd visit each other again soon. Then Lars ran as fast as he could back to the snow cave, so he could watch his parents get better again. On some days, it was just too hot for Lars, the little polar bear. Peeps and Lena tried very hard to cool their friend down. A giant whale appeared. Lena recognized their old friend straight away.
Lars, there's Orca!
Lena jumped for joy and didn't notice the danger.
Lena, the ice is cracking!
Just in time, Lena saved herself.
Quick, let's get away from here. The sun is making the iceberg melt. Up there on the hill we'll be safe.
High on the iceberg, the friends eventually found a safe place. The ice glistened in the sunlight. Peeps blinked and someone answered.
Hello, is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone there?
Out of curiosity, Lars and Lena the snow bunny ran after Peeps.
Hello? Hello?
The echo answered them. Suddenly, the ground underneath them started to tremble and shake.
Help! Yahoo!
Peeps slid ever deeper into the cave. Peeps shook her dizzy head.
Where are we? In an underground grotto. Look how pretty it is here. Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Suddenly, there was a rumbling in the cave.
Lars! The ice cave is collapsing. We must get out of here. Don't worry.
Lars sounded brave, although he had no idea what they were going to do. But then,
I've got it. The water must flow to the outside, and that's where we'll find the way out. Lars, stay here. It's far too dangerous.
but Lars could no longer hear Peeps. Endless minutes passed. Lena and Peeps were too frightened to speak. Then, finally, Lars reappeared.
I found the way out. We must swim underwater for a couple of feet, but I can't swim at all. Lena, there's no time to waste. Be brave, Lena. 1, 2, 3.
Lars swam so fast, faster than ever before in his life, because he knew that Lena couldn't hold her breath for long. And then, suddenly, he saw a well-known tailfin before them. They'd made it.
Thank you, Orca. That was close.
Orca winked and took the friends back to where nothing further could happen to them. Lars, the little polar bear, had a lot planned. He had arranged to meet Brownie, his little brown bear friend. They were to meet at the line where the snow ends. Lars was on time, but where was Brownie? Was he playing a trick?
Brownie! Brownie! Where are you?
Suddenly, he saw his friend. But Brownie didn't move. Lars didn't realize that he was being watched.
Here I am! Ah, help! Ouch! Ow!
A hunter had set up a wooden bear, and Lars had fallen into the trap. Only now did Lars find out that the bear was made out of wood. Anxiously, he heard heavy steps behind, and then suddenly it became dark.
Ha ha!
The hunter moved hurriedly. He placed the wooden crate with Lars in next to a second crate on the motor sledge. Lars cuddled up to the wooden bear and thought about Brownie and his mummy and daddy. Then the sledge started off on a long trip through the snow. It was already nighttime when the hunter reached the airport. Lars' crate was put with lots of others in the hold of the plane.
Let me out!
Lars was quite desperate and threw himself against the wooden walls of the crate. The crate began to shake. In the meantime, the pilot started to warm up the engines. For Lars in his box, there wasn't much time left, but he was in luck.
Where am I?
A voice answered.
Lars, is that you?
Lars recognized the voice at once, and quickly he opened the other crate.
Brownie! Lars, hurrah!
For a moment, they forgot all their troubles.
Psst, you two. Don't be afraid. I'm Dora the walrus. My name is Lars Polar Bear. And I'm Brownie Brown Bear. And we want to go home. Help me out of here. Then we'll free the other animals from the crate. And then...
Lars opened the door for the friendly walrus. And then together they freed the other animals. They were amazed at what they saw there. A snowy owl and even an elk. The walrus worked on and on without stopping, and soon all the animals were free.
Attention, attention, ready for takeoff in 10 minutes.
In the hold there was great joy.
Ready for takeoff in 5 minutes.
Something ain't right back there.
Quickly, out of here before the plane starts.
In the meantime, the hunter was making his way to the hold. Just in the nick of time, the animals flew in all directions. Only the walrus made slow progress. Time was pressing.
Ready for takeoff.
How are we going to get home? Run to the sea and wait for me there.
Meanwhile, the hunter had discovered the empty crates. Where were all the animals? Only a little polar bear seemed to be left.
I'll get you. Oh, help! Oh, help! Help! Oh!
But this time he fell for the trap. Lars and Brownie were saved. And Dora the walrus took them quickly and safely home. Sometimes Lars the little polar bear had wonderful ideas for games. Ice block racing, for instance.
I'll slide first because I'm Lars the polar bear, the best slider in the Arctic Circle.
What fun!
Runway free for Lena and Peeps. Watch out! Here comes Lena, the sliding bunny. Watch out! Here comes Peeps, Peeps, Peeps.
The three friends played happily in the Arctic Sea.
What do we play now?
Lars had an idea.
We are 3 ships, and over there by the buoy is our harbour. Whoever gets there first wins. Go! Toot, toot! Hey! Not so fast! Lena, can I ride with you on your ship? Sure, if you help me catch up with Lars Polar Bear. Right, let's go!
Lars had already almost reached the buoy. Suddenly it became foggy, and Lena and Peeps got caught in a dangerous current. It carried them further and further away from Lars and ever further into the ice labyrinth.
Help, Lars!
Lars hadn't noticed anything. Proudly he paddled on his ice block ship towards the buoy. Then he noticed that his friends were in trouble. He must help them. The current had already carried Lena and Peeps deep into the labyrinth.
We must go back. Help, Lars!
Peeps clung onto Lena and Lena onto Peeps. They were carried into a thick bank of fog. Finally, Lars reached the labyrinth. He thought about his parents' warning never to swim inside there. But greater than his fear was his worry about Lena and Peeps. Lena and Peeps drifted, lost in the fog.
Lars! Lars!
The block of ice wouldn't be able to hold the weight of both of them for much longer.
Help! The ice is cracking! Help! Help us! Lars, help!
Lars paddled faster and faster. Then a giant iceberg stopped him in his tracks.
Lena! Peeps! Where are you? Here, Lars! Behind the iceberg! I'm coming!
As fast as he could, Lars paddled around the iceberg, and as fast as they could, Lena and Peeps searched for Lars.
Lars! Here we are!
But there was no sign of Lars. And so Lena and Peeps paddled in a circle around the iceberg, exactly like their friend Lars. All the time, the iceboat was breaking apart.
Peeps, I can't swim. Don't be frightened, Lena. We'll count to 10, and then Lars will be here. 1, 2...
Lars paddled and paddled, but he couldn't find his friends anywhere.
Oh, I'll never find them like this. I'll have to dive underwater.
He didn't know that icebergs are even bigger underwater than they are above. He nearly ran out of breath. Luckily, Peeps found another ice raft.
Help! Lars! 8, 9, 9.5, 9 3/4, 10. 10! I knew it! Hooray, Lars!
All at once, they saw two well-known paws coming out of the water.
At last!
Lars was totally out of breath.
At last! At last!
All of a sudden, it got lighter and lighter. And as finally the fog completely lifted, they were able to find their way out of the labyrinth. Overjoyed, the friends paddled towards the sun and home. some days, Lars the little polar bear and Peeps the snow goose watched the flying acrobatics of the seagulls in amazement.
Flying, flying! I'd really like to learn to fly at last. OK, we could try it. Yes, yes, yes!
For a polar bear who didn't understand much about flying, Lars tried as hard as he could.
That's fun! Hiya, Lars! Ready, ready, we're starting! You must flap your wings!
But like a stone, Peeps fell from the sky.
Poor Peeps.
But Peeps had made a discovery.
Look, Lars, the sun is flying.
3 large coloured balloons appeared over the horizon.
Peeps, they're only weather balloons from the polar station.
The balloons came closer and closer, the measuring instruments bleeping in the little baskets.
Do you hear that? That's definitely a snow goose in the basket. Rubbish.
But nevertheless, he'd become curious and tried to catch the last balloon.
Hello, this is Peeps. Who's there?
The instruments, undisturbed, carried on bleeping. The rope from the balloon strained Lars' paws. And suddenly there was a gust of wind, and then it happened.
Bye-bye, Lars. I'm flying up to heaven, and then even higher. Peeps, come back!
Lars shouted in vain, for he knew that Peeps could no longer hear him.
Peeps.
Lars sobbed quietly. With tears in his eyes, he came across the landing place of the seagulls. He had no time to lose. The seagulls were taking a rest on the boy.
Hello, seagulls! You must help me! Peeps is up there in the weather balloon and she can't fly! And neither can I.
We're flying acrobats, not lifesavers!
I'll do anything for you.
What can you do? You probably can't even dive.
But I can. Right to the bottom of the sea.
Then go down and fetch the ding-dong that's fallen from our bell and we'll bring back Peeps.
I'll do it. Just hurry. Help! Help! Lars!
In the meantime, the wind had already carried Peeps far away.
Help! Lars! Get me down from here!
But no one heard him from high above. In desperation, Peeps decided to try and fly one more time. Luckily, the seagulls arrived. Relieved, Peeps collapsed onto the soft back of the bird.
I can fly! I can fly!
In the meantime, Lars retrieved the ding-dong from the water and was ringing the bell.
Lars! Lars!
He heard from the distance a chirping voice. The seagulls had done it!
Peeps! Peeps! I'm here! Here I am! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Here I am, Lars!
Peeps flapped her wings for joy, and this time it looked as though she was really flying.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Peeps, I'm so happy.
the pack ice began to thaw at the North Pole, Lars, Lena and Peeps were having a hopping race. Lena Snow Bunny won nearly every time. And so she was the first to discover the deserted boat. Quickly, she called her friends to her.
Come quickly! Look, Lars, look what I found. Will this boat still float? Of course, but first we'll have to get the water out. Oh, yes!
Lena bailed out the water as quickly as she could, first to the left and then to the right.
Watch out, Lena!
But Lars didn't want to be a spoilsport, so he pushed the boat over the ice and into the sea.
Hooray!
The three friends cheered and Lena sang.
We're sailing over the sea, over the sea. We're sailing over the sea. Hooray!
She was full of beans.
Hey, Lena! What are you doing?
But Lena had discovered something else.
Look, Lars, the round ring. That belongs to me now. It's much too big for you. Give it here.
They were so busy struggling, they completely forgot to watch out for Peeps.
I'm not giving it to you. Give it here. No way.
Then Lars grabbed the ring from her.
Lars, that's mean. Come back immediately.
The more cross Lena became, the more fun Lars had with the lifebelt.
Bye-bye, Lena. It's much more comfortable in here.
And he drifted further and further away from his friends.
Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Lena looked around, puzzled. Where was the voice coming from?
Have you completely forgotten about me? I'm sorry. You can play at being captain as well. Yes!
Peeps sprang up. Suddenly, water came into the boat.
Peeps, no!
Lena's warning was too late. Already the water was bubbling like a fountain. Peeps tried desperately to plug the hole in the boat to stop it from sinking. Lars hadn't noticed any of this. He was bobbing up and down in his lifebelt. In the meantime, Lena Snow Bunny was searching despairingly for a bucket to bail out the water with. She could barely reach it with the stick. Finally, Lars noticed the danger.
Oh no! Lena, Peeps, come back!
But his friends were being swept towards the dangerous iceberg.
Lena, Peeps!
Now Lena noticed that the iceberg was getting nearer and nearer. Lena tried everything to avoid the white monster. Lars swam as fast as he could, but the gap was ever narrower and narrower.
You must jump! Quickly! But you know I can't swim! Then throw that rope! I can't do it, Lars! You can do it!
Lena had barely enough strength. Lena and Lars fell into each other's arms. Never again would they argue. Peeps also wanted to join in with the making up. Because making up is the nicest thing after an argument. For several days, an icy Arctic wind had been blowing. The bear cave lay deep under the snow. Lars, the little polar bear, cuddled up to his mummy and daddy.
Mummy, Daddy, I'm so hungry.
Daddy Polar Bear rubbed his eyes, embarrassed.
We haven't got any more to eat. Well, hopefully the winter will be over soon.
Please, Daddy, we're bound to find something to eat outside.
Lars, the bay's frozen through. We'd have to travel a long way before we'd find any fish.
Lars is right. You must go. It's our only chance. Aren't you coming with us, Mummy? No, my son. I'm too weak. Bye-bye, Mummy. We'll be back soon.
Lars dug himself out of the cave. Everything appeared so different. Everywhere were new snowdrifts.
But, Daddy, how are we going to find the sea now?
This way. Always with your nose against the wind.
The journey across the ice seemed endless. Daddy Polar Bear found it more difficult with every step.
Come on, Daddy. You can do it.
Lars, I've got no more strength left.
Come on, Daddy, please. Dad, quick, give me your paw. I'll pull you up. Come on.
Oh,
No.
And they made it.
Lars, you must go the rest of the way on your own. It's not much further.
But how shall I find my way?
Go straight on. I can already smell the sea.
Oh, Daddy, I'll be back soon.
In the meantime, Lena, his best friend, had run over to the bear cave.
Lars, it stopped snowing. We can play. Lars and his daddy have wandered off to the sea. Tell them they must hurry.
Mummy Polar Bear was very weak. Lena Snow Bunny started on her way at once. Lars had made it at last. Before his eyes lay the open Arctic Sea. Now all he had to do was catch a few fish. But it wasn't quite so easy. The fish were much quicker today than the efforts of a tired little polar bear. And gradually he ran out of steam. Worn out, he held on to the ice banks.
What shall I do now if I can't catch anything? Mummy and Daddy will starve.
Lars wept quietly. Then he realized that he could smell fish. His nose had never let him down. There were dried herrings in the barrel. Never had anything tasted better to Lars. Meanwhile, Lena met up with Lars' exhausted daddy.
Hello, Daddy Polar Bear. Are you ill? Where's Lars?
Oh, it's you, Lena. Lars is alone further on. Go and look for him. I'm very worried.
Daddy Polar Bear's strength was fading fast. Lena hurried off. Lars tried as hard as he could, but the barrel was far too heavy. But then Lena came hopping along.
Lars, you! There you are!
She was overjoyed.
Lena, you must help me quickly!
And with their combined strength, they managed it. Daddy Bear appeared to have fallen fast asleep. Then a delicious smell reached his nose.
My son, you did it. I'm so proud of you.
And then Lars gave his daddy lots and lots of fish until he was fit and strong enough to roll the barrel home. For the rest of this winter, they wouldn't need to go hungry again.